Happy holidays, everybody. It's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I have a very special edition of Tea with Me today. One that's a little bit slow in pace, but big in heart, and one that I think all my journal friends and paper people will really enjoy. I'm going to move this a little bit. I've set up some tea for me today. I'm having a cranberry pomegranate, which I felt was very festive. And I am having it in my little thrifted mug that I found. Probably not horribly old, but very, very sweet. And I wanted to tell you a story. So in 2019, I met a woman who runs an amazing estate sale company, and I told her the kinds of things I was looking for. And she called me and said, "Boy, do I have an estate sale for you." It was a gentleman who lived not too far from me, and he was the keeper of all the correspondence and ephemera for his whole family. And his widow was having an estate sale, and the woman who runs the estate company asked me if I'd be interested in coming to look at the whole thing. So my friend Diane and I went, and we purchased a good portion of the paper collection, not only because it had beautiful magazines and paper and ephemera, but because it literally had correspondence of 3 generations. And at the heart of all of this correspondence was one woman, and her name was Emily. And Emily was a prolific writer and journaler. She journaled about everything, every piece of her life, every part of her world, and she really wanted to be published. So in learning about Emily, and I have shared a little about Emily in the past. If you go back to the Tea with Me over the summer, which I'll link below, I read some pen pal letters from Emily to her French friend Suzanne in France during World War I. Well, Emily, because she kept everything, I was trying to look for some letters that Emily wrote at Christmas time. And I wanted to read those to you today. And I ended up finding a series of letters that Emily's parents wrote when they were falling in love in 1897. And I thought, what a special treat to share with you these letters, not only because they're beautiful and the handwriting is beautiful and the sentiment is beautiful, but because after this crazy year that we've had, I think we all could decompress and use a little less stress and kind of go back to a time that maybe communication was simpler. I mean, they didn't have FaceTime and YouTube and all these things. And it just might be nice to lose ourselves in somebody else's story. So I will be reading those letters, and you can maybe put this video on while you're crafting or while you're cooking, or even if to settle down before bed. And then I'll finish the video with some beautiful scenery right outside my doorstep on my daily walks with my dogs. Mostly snowshoeing lately, and just to celebrate nature in this time of year. It is a dark winter solstice evening, and I thought it was a perfect time to celebrate this time of year with all of you, my paper journal YouTube community, and celebrate with you this time of year, whether you celebrate Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or something else. Whatever you celebrate, let's end this year together in a simpler time. So with that, let's get to the letters. And here they are, a beautiful set of letters written between Charlie and Sophie in 1897. The first one is postmarked December 1st, 1897, and it's written to Sophie Werlin, 434 West 47th Street in New York City. All of these letters are beautiful with beautiful handwriting, and even though Sophie and Charlie probably didn't have extensive education, and there's some really funny and quirky words in these letters, and at times I struggle to decipher them. They're just beautiful. So let's begin. My dearest Sophia, it is with great pleasure that I now take this opportunity to write these few lines, hoping that they will find you all well and happy as this leaves us at present. Well, Sophia, my darling, I am wondering, as I write these few lines, if you are thinking of me and how you feel after my visit. All right, I hope. Well, my dear, I thank you all for your kind treatments to me, and I thank you and your mother for what you sent up, as it was very kind of yous. Well, my darling, I haven't been in want of fresh air today, as I got plenty of it on top of that house today. And I was thinking when I was coming home how much nicer it would be if you were there to greet me with a smile and a kiss, of which I am so fond of. Well, dearest, I long for that day to come. I did not work yesterday. The ground was white with snow in the morning, and then it turned to rain, and it was a stormy day. Well, dearest, I feel happier since my visit than I have in a good while, and I thank you, for it is your love that makes me happy, and I hope that my love may always make you happy, for my love is great. My darling, it is not the love of a boy that comes quick and is soon gone, but it is the love of a man that came slow but shall last forever. With my best regards to your dear parents, I now bring my lines to a close, hoping they will find you well and happy. I bid you good night, my darling. My love with many kisses. Remain, my darling, yours forever, Chaz. The second letter now is to Chaz, which is what she calls Charlie, and it is postmarked December 15th, 9 a.m. in New York City. And it is to Mr. Chaz Romaine, Ramsey, New Jersey, Lockbox 286. It's dated December 14th, 1897, New York City. My dearest Charlie, I write this letter to inform you that we shall send up our things by train. Papa has inquired about it, and the expenses will not be much more. Another thing, it will be better for you in the end, only that you will have to get them from the station. I shall be able to tell you more about it when you come down. Hoping you arrived home safe and that you have good health. How is your cold? Better, I hope. To my surprise, John was to the house when I got home Sunday night. Well, my dear, I have something to tell you, which if you are not with me personally, I could tell you better, but as it cannot be, I shall try to explain as good as possible. As I think I told you, I sent Lizzie one of my invitations, which I did not think would cause hard feelings. John told me that Lizzie let Jane see it, and she seemed to feel bad because I did not send her one. She did not say anything to Lizzie, but she could see by the way she looked at her. Well, Charlie, I did not send Jane any because I did not send Emma one. But I send you 3 of them, one for Father, Emma, and Will, if you would like them to come to our wedding. They are welcome if they wish to come. And I shall send one to Jane tonight. Hoping I shall hear from you by tomorrow night. No doubt you got some of the rain today up your way. It has been raining here all day and is raining yet. I close now, and regards from my dear parents, and many kisses to you, my love, and hope that my very silence will prove to you that I am your faithful Sophie. So good night, my dear boy, and don't forget your intended wife. So now the next letter is written by Charlie, and as you can see, it's postmarked December 15th at 2 p.m. And the letter that we just read was also postmarked December 15th at 9 a.m. So they're writing to each other almost daily. So let's open it and take a look at what Charlie has to say to Sophie. Written on December 14th, 1897. My dear Sophia, it is with greatest of pleasure that I now take this opportunity to write you these few lines, Hopefully they will find you and your dear parents well and happy. My cold is no better yet. Well, Sophia, how are you? All right, I hope. Well, dearest, I am thinking tonight as I write this letter of the past. I can see you as you sat on the front piazza, if that's the word we're reading. I can see you as you sat on the back piazza. I can see you as you helped me pick strawberries. I can see you at the table when our eyes rested to meet. Those smiles are not forgotten now that our courtship is nearing its end, and I can say it has been a pleasant one to me, and I hope it has been to you. Now the future lies ahead, which I hope will be still pleasanter. My darling, I hope you will never be sorry for the step you are about to take. It is one to be well considered. Well, dearest, I have been honest and straight with you, have I not? I have always told you the truth about anything you asked, and you will always find me true. Now, my darling, I want to thank you for your Christmas gift. Now it grieves me that I haven't the money to show my thankfulness and my love in any other way, but I hope someday I may be able to show how much I love you. My darling, my love, my only love, well, does it make you laugh, dear? Well, I like to see you laugh, and you know what else I like, don't you, dear? Well, I will bring my lines to a close with my very best regards to your dear parents and to you, my darling. My love, many kisses, many thanks to you and your dear mother for the little box you sent up. I remain your true lover, Charlie. If John is with you this week, give him my regards. I think I need a little sip of tea, all this reading. Okay, so our next letter is to Chaz W. Romaine and December 20th at 10 p.m. in New York City. It was written on the 17th of December. My dearest Chaz, I have read your last letter with much pleasure, but was very sorry to hear that your cold was no better. But I hope by this time you are feeling well and as happy as I am. I received your kind letter Wednesday evening, and also our pictures. I send you one of them to let you see how nice you look. But wait until you see the other one. The other one, you're all smiles on that. You look to be a happy man there. I hope you will always be. I'll try to make you happy if I can. How are you getting along with your work? All right? John sends his best regards, and also my parents. I shall close, and in 189 hours I shall be your wife forever. And God be with us until we meet again. I remain, as ever, your affectionate Sophie, and with many kisses, good night. My love, good night. Well, Charlie, you state in your letter that it grieves you because you cannot show your thankfulness. You know how you can show me that, by giving me your love, and I shall be satisfied. That alone will make me happy. So once more, good night, my dear, and do not forget to write soon. So the next letter is written on December 20th in response to Sophia's last letter, or Sophie's last letter. And it is dated December 20th, 1897. My dearest Sophia, it is with much pleasure that I write you these few lines, hoping they will find you well and happy. My cold is not much better yet. Emma is here and guess she will come down, and Father. Well, dearest, I think I won't come down until after dinner. Please excuse the short letter, my darling. It is a stormy night, and I will have to hurry or the store will be closed. Now I will look for a letter from you soon, and then I will write my last letter to you, Miss Sophia Werlin, my darling, my love, who will soon be, I hope, my darling little wife. Now, Sophia, if you have any more cards, would you mind sending one to Mrs. Miller, 47 3rd Street in New York, New Jersey? There's 3 of them, and I don't know whether they would come, but you would get a fine present from them. Or if you say so, I could write to them. She is the one that gave me the new hat. I haven't got time to say any more, so give my very best regards to your dear parents, and to John, And you, my love, many kisses. You state in your letter that my love alone will make you happy. My darling, you have that now and always will. Don't forget to write soon. To your faithful lover, Chaz W. Romaine. Good night, my love. 140 hours and 15 minutes more, and then the great day will have come, and then, good night, my love. So this letter is from Sophie to Charlie, and it's written on December 22nd. My dearest Charlie, received your letter last night and was very glad to find it in the box. I had just got home from shopping. I started 10 o'clock in the morning and never got home until 5:30. I guess you can think what work we have to do yet this week. But my dear, I do it all with great pleasure in getting everything ready for the great day. I only hope that everything shall go well, that we shall all live to see us be united. But God's will be done. So hoping to see you all in the afternoon. I also sent Mrs. Miller an invitation last night. Well, my dear, what I wish to ask you is if you would be kind enough to bring down some of your bed quilts for the piano and let me know how long the looking glass is or how big your room is. I shall have to close now, as I am in a hurry and hoping to see you in health as I am. And best regards from my dear parents and many kisses from your true love, Miss Sophie R. Werlin. And here's the last letter, postmarked December 24th in Ramsey, New Jersey, to Miss Sophia Werlin, even though her name is Sophie. And it's written on December 23rd, 1897. This is what it says. My dear Sophia, I received your, insert whatever word that is here, and your welcome letter, and very glad to hear that you are well and that you are happy. It is the wish of my heart that you may always be happy, my darling. Now, dearest, do you know what it made me feel? A little downhearted when I got your letter, and I thought, this is the last letter. It has given me so much pleasure to receive your dear letters. How is this to be my last letter to Miss Sophia Werlin? One minute I feel like crying, the next like laughing. If nothing happens, we will soon be man and wife, and I hope that we may live a happy life. Well, dearest, I hope you won't work too hard. Take good care of yourself. I still have that cold. Yesterday, I was about half sick. Tonight, I feel quite well. Father has been scolding me for working on the roof all day today. I had to work alone. The boss couldn't stand it a half hour. Well, dearest, I wish you were here now, but then 2 days yet, and then the great day will be here. It is on my mind all the time, and now as I write this letter, I am wondering what you are doing and whether you have time to think of me, your devoted lover, and your intended husband. Have you ever stopped to think what you would do as a husband, my darling? Now I have 2 other letters to write tonight, so I will have to bring my lines to a close, hoping to claim you Saturday as my wife. Now I expect to leave Ramsey at 1:49, get to Jersey City at 2:55. I will bring the quilts with me. The ceiling is 8 foot, so you see it's 7 foot, 10 3/4 inch in height. Give my very best regards to your dear parents and to John, and to you, my love, many kisses. From your faithful lover and intended husband, good night, love. Chaz W. Romaine. I think those letters are so beautiful and sweet, and what really surprised me is even though I knew they were getting married, and even though I knew that it was Christmas and almost Christmas time, I was quite surprised when in these letters I found the invitation. And here it is, a beautiful embossed invitation that I found in the cards. And inside, you can see her name, which is Sophie Werlin, being married to Charles W. Romaine on Christmas Day. I didn't even know weddings took place on Christmas Day. But if I was ever going to find something to read to all of you, my friends, this would be it. How sweet to find a collection of letters from two very beautiful young people that were truly in love at the turn of the century and got married on Christmas Day. Thank you so much for tuning in and being such a bright light for me in 2020. I wish all of you a happy and healthy holiday season, and I look forward to all the happiness and creativity we can spread in 2021. Until next time, take care.